Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey there, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's show, the boys continue the longest combat ever, and Mo introduces his imaginary friend to the rest of the group. So yes, we continue the combat from last week. If you remember, they were on a huge field. It's about 500 by 270 feet. It's almost all difficult terrain, and they decided to go the long way around. Plus, there's some invisible creature and snipers attacking them. A lovely day for a combat, if I must say. Not only that, the boys start to bleed encounters, so you can imagine this is going to take a little while. Also, this week's GM PC tip is how to take your real-world experiences and add them to your role-playing game. I give a couple of examples of what I do as a GM and how I use my real-world experiences to modify and change rules. And I'm going to give some examples from, well, this week's episode. Also, make sure you check out the No Direction podcast. I love that podcast. They cover all things Pathfinder, all things Starfinder. Plus, we're sponsoring all their PaizoCon coverage, where they recorded 50 seminars at PaizoCon, and they're releasing 2 every single day. I also was on their latest show, number 179, for over 2 hours, where we discussed PaizoCon, we discussed the Pathfinder playtest quite a bit, all of the things we did, over a half an hour, talk about my Pathfinder art collection, if you guys are interested in that, and a whole bunch of other cool things. Check it out. I love those guys. It's one of my favorite podcasts. I've been listening to it for years, and it was a blast to finally be on their show and hang out with those guys. Anyhow, let's get on with the show. Alright, so last we left off, you guys are circling this gigantically huge, monstrous, leaning tower of elf, and someone's been shooting at you from the head, and you sort of, I think it was Hirogi, got a glimpse of her, whatever it is. You're trying to find the entrance. Mo, on the other hand, is by the legs and keeps getting tangled by some invisible tendrils that keep damaging him and made him fall to the ground. You're actually prone, Mo, by the way, so we'll have to take care of that. I didn't put it...
Oh. I failed my acrobatics check? I thought I made it.
John Statz is playing the Vesk soldier Mo Dupinsky.
Well, double check. I think double check if
18.
acting...
Yeah, I passed it.
But I think you might still fall prone. I don't know. Double check to see if you fall prone or not. I guess look that up while I...
Actually, it's a 20. He rolled an 18 for a 24 as the modified. He definitely made that.
Bob Marquis is playing the human envoy Rusty Carter.
Oh, he made it, but I don't know if it's just to avoid damage or to land on your feet. So you just look it up while I'm going to see what happens, because I can't remember either.
Okay.
The rest of us, we've agreed that Mo's on his own and he's going to die, right?
Oh, Mo is like...
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
So
we can get another Vesk, right? I mean, they're all pretty much the same.
Dime a dozen.
Chris Beamer is playing the Lashunta operative Hirogi.
So, up is the bad guys, and once again, someone is going to be taking a shot at somebody. So, you hear a shot ring out, and it shoots at Mr. Rusty.
Me! Yay!
And misses.
How does he miss?
Wow.
What does
All
he
right,
roll?
He rolled... What did he roll? He rolled...
A 4.
A 4.
For a modified.
A 4 for
That is
15.
insane.
And misses.
Which means he
barely.
barely missed.
I'm surprised that
seriously,
actually
I
missed.
don't have good armor class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of pathetic. And then the other thing goes.
Yes, I have a 16 AC. Wow, he can hit me on a 5. That's really sad.
Well, this is going to be fascinating because the tendrils come back down onto Mr. Mo. Oh, Mr. Mo.
Run, Mo, run.
No, Mo gets hit with a 12 for a 26, hits you, does 9 points of damage, and you are once again entangled. So you, well, the good news is you're on the ground, so if you break the entanglement, you can run away, run
Don't
away.
see. Oh yeah. I don't see how it says that I'm
Mo is
prone.
up. Mo is up.
Yeah, I'm up. Actually, while I look up to see whether or not I'm prone, I'm going to delay my action so you guys can just go. So I delay my action.
Rusty is up.
Yeah, because I have no idea what I'm doing. We need to find the door, is obviously the thing. And the door is almost certainly going to be at the entire other end at the feet. So all I can do is move and do a perception check like everybody else.
Now, wait a
That's all I
second.
gotta do.
We did find the door.
No, you never found the
No,
door.
we didn't.
We found an entrance, I thought, by the head over here.
No,
Yep.
you looked around the head and you found absolutely no entrance.
So you are exactly wrong.
Yeah, we found windows, but they were too high to get to.
Jason McDonald is playing the Soki mechanic Tuttle Blacktail and his drone, Cheddar.
All right, so that is my move action, and I will do a perception check to find the entrance or a clue to the entrance. If I can peer through the window and see, hey, there's a passageway running to the north, anything like that. I'm looking for it all.
You go, girl.
Yeah, I'm announcing that, hoping that I can get a gift. All right, hold on.
Gift horse in the mouth.
A 16.
16. You look around. Everywhere you look, you can firmly see that this statue is deep in the ground, and there are no seams, no doors, no secret entrances. There's no way to get into this statue from the head or the shoulders that you can see.
Oh, that was a valuable turn I had.
I can actually
You
take
do-
my turn now.
You do not fall prone, Mo. I looked it up. You
Yeah,
made
I
your
don't take
check,
damage.
So you didn't take damage, so you were standing. So you're
Yeah.
entangled by the invisible tendrils and standing. Now, once again, you can try to break free.
That doesn't seem right, actually. No. Something's wrong. I think I was already attacked by these things, and I fell prone because my plan was running to the feet. I don't think I'm attacked again. I really don't think I am.
Yeah, you are, because you broke free. It fell. You fell. Now it went.
I fell. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You're
now
right.
it
Okay,
attacked
no,
you.
no, yeah. Yeah. For those of you playing along at home, you only are prone if you take falling damage. So, I am.
Oh, that's interesting, though. Thank you.
Yeah. God damn. Did I break? Let's see. I think I attacked it? Did enough damage and it released? Is that what happened last time?
What was your question, Sean? Sorry.
How did I disentangle myself? I think I attacked it, did damage.
Yeah, you can either attack it and do damage, or you can do an acrobatics check. I would say that attacking it, you were trying to escape. You were failing pretty horribly with acrobatics,
Yeah,
but you were able to pretty easily slash at the tendrils because although they're invisible, you know they're right above you. So taking your weapon and just slashing through them really
Yeah.
wasn't that hard.
I think I'm going to do that, even though I have a +8 or +11 in acrobatics. I think I was just rolling poorly. All right, so I'm going to attack it anyway. I'm going to attack the ground, I guess.
Yeah, you could attack the ground. I'll do the rest. You attack the ground. That is... What are you using? Your pike? You hit. You do 12 points of damage.
Oh,
And
thank God.
you are no longer entangled. So you still have a move action.
I have a
left.
movement. That's what I'm going to... Oh, I'm going to use that move action. I'm moving 30 feet.
Remember, it's difficult terrain.
Oh, 15 feet.
That's correct. So move your 15 feet. Oh, there you go. 15 feet north towards the feet. Tuttle's up.
Okay. I guess I'm going to keep moving and looking for the door along the back side of the thing. So
So you're just moving along the arm. You're just moving. Oh, you're moving. Double move for
single
Tuttle?
move for me and then double move for Tuttle.
Well,
Or
it's difficult
for Cheddar.
terrain. So
Oh, right. I forgot about the difficult terrain. I'm sorry.
yes, everyone's in difficult terrain. What a fun encounter! When we see John
yeah.
Compton at PaizoCon, we all yell at him.
Yeah. More floating invisible monsters.
Floating invisible monsters that entangle you. That's fun.
And from there, from up by the elbow, do I see anything else that looks like an entrance?
No, you do not.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep moving that direction. That'll also let me help Mo if I get around to him.
Without doing an active check, I mean, this elf looks like it's completely reclining on the ground. Again, the easiest way to picture is pretty much the Statue of Liberty lying on its side. And it's right in the ground, like there's no cracks or anything. Like it's solid. And it's huge.
But it appears to be a tourist attraction, though, so there's got to be a way in.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Hirogi's up. There are stairs on the arm that you do notice.
Yeah, it was meant to be climbed on and shit.
Something
Right.
must be up.
Hirogi says, well, Rusty, I hope this guy runs out of bullets, because he probably will by the time we get in here.
Here, stay in front of me. Everything will be fine.
All right, and I say, all right, so I'm going to move, full movement, double move, and while I'm moving, I pull out my arc pistol.
You're
I'm
changing
done.
your weapons? Okay.
No changing.
Okay. Wayless is up. Wayless is like on the radio and in the comm units, and he's like, guys, are you still alive? How's it going up there? I just keep hearing gunshots. I'm like worried back here. I'm worried.
We're good. Stand by.
Wayless, we're actually going to need a very nice tea afterwards. I'd like it actually set up very nicely. I want to have some figure sandwiches, and I want it all done tastefully.
Okay, you got it. I'll keep my mind on that. I'll set up some tea and crumpets for you all.
Okay, but no scones. It's a hard bread. Nobody really likes it.
No one. Not really.
Extra scones for you. Got it.
No Bialys.
Yeah, you actually have a bad connection. A shot rings out at Hirogi.
I don't have any kind of cover or anything
And
like
it's
that?
a hit.
It hit a 29. I think a 29 hits you even with cover. Good news is it does almost minimum damage. 5 points of damage. Barely hits you. Barely does any
D10
damage.
plus 3.
Do I still have my
Wow.
mirror image, or is that did he shoot my?
Oh, your mirror image is gone. Gone.
Yeah, long
'Cause-
gone. Mirror
No,
image
yeah, I
is
think
singular.
he actually hit the image before it made it go away.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might have. I don't.
No, he hit the
That's
image.
actually, I thought he hit the image last time.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
rolled
yeah.
a 51.
And he only
I
had
think.
one image.
And I only had one. Yeah.
Right. So
You can only count on one.
those images are also very delicate in this game. Like if you miss by 5, you still hit an image. Like it still actually goes away. So, all right. Well, Mo's up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Rusty Carter.
Rusty.
Sorry, Rusty's up,
Well,
and
you were thinking of a hero. I understand.
yes.
All right. So here's my question. If I were to hug the statue itself, would that give me partial cover? Because it is up on the
Definitely.
top and peering through a window.
Definitely.
So as I move, I'm going to be hugging the wall of the statue.
Are you giving it a big hug?
Well, I'm giving it a little hug.
It's not hugging you back.
That's 15.
30.
It doesn't matter,
Hold
Rusty.
on,
He's
30
going to
is,
shoot at one of you.
Actually, yes, that works. One more. Great. So I'm hugging the statue.
You're right in the shoulder.
Great. Actually, if that can give me extra cover, or if I can, stay a little low, or whatever works, I'm happy to do it.
Mo is almost dead. Mo is
Yeah.
totally out of stamina. A third of the way through his hit points. What are you going to do? You're near the feet.
I'm running.
Serpentine.
Yeah, well,
Serpentine.
believe me, I'm not worried about that. I'm going to go here. Is there cover? Like, are these? I guess I have to move.
The feet. Yeah, the feet are good.
Like, are they like providing any type of like arch overhead? Like,
Oh, definitely. And as you go towards the feet, you see an entranceway.
Oh my! I was worried that would be the entrance. I'm going to say over the intercom, the entrance is in the lower body cavity opening. And
Like the ass?
yeah, that's what it looks like.
By the feet, you see a door leading in to where the feet legs part. So it goes into, it's kind of like, again, the Statue of Liberty. It goes at the bottom up.
Yeah.
Mo,
And
pick the lock with your nimble, dexterous skills.
there's no door here. Is it a
To
tunnel?
the
Or is it-
southwest. You see, it's not even a door. You see a corridor leading into the statue. Do you see it on the southwest?
So it's like it's just like a kind of a ramp leading in or something.
Yeah, you should be able to see it now.
Sorry, realizing this isn't actually anything we see yet.
I see just a little thing poking
Yeah,
out.
that's
like
the
one
little
square.
thing. That's the little thing. That's
But does
it. Yes.
okay? The question is, does it go down or does it go up, like on top of it?
No, it goes into
That's
the
what I wanna
body
hear.
of the statue. It goes
Okay.
interior. There's a corridor
Good.
that goes
That's a good
into
thing.
it.
All right.
Are you done? You have moved.
While I'm moving, part of my
You've
movement,
moved-
I'm going to.
You're
I
actually
did a
done
double
with your
move.
movement. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're done with your movement.
I did a double move and I equipped. Can I equip a healing serum?
Well, as a move action, no, because it's a move action to take it out. So you'll have to like go inside to do that. You can't double move because it's a move action.
Alright.
So
Okay, I'm done.
Sadol. Remember how we had a big conversation of the
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going for the.
if the entrance was in the head or the feet? Remember that? Remember that?
Well, okay. Brief metagame. Of course, they put it as far away as possible.
Well, it
From where
wasn't
we came.
me who had that conversation. I think it was Chris. Chris?
Yeah, Chris was
Mhm.
wrong. He was wrong.
Blue Harvest.
Cheddar's up.
I got a Cheddar Mark II T-shirt.
Okay.
Hirogi is up.
I like it.
Hirogi. Serpentine.
Serpentine.
Serpentine shell. Serpentine.
You know, it's like a combination of that this map is absolutely gigantic. It's like 500 feet wide, and it's all difficult terrain. So it's like, it's unbelievably slow.
Which doesn't make any sense because these are probably
No,
cobblestones.
this is
These
No,
fun.
actually, it does make sense. This is a completely ruined field with
Yeah.
jagged, broken down
Yeah.
refuse from a city. I actually get that.
So that's
I
my
guess
movement.
so.
It
Yeah, I
says
guess
35
so, yeah.
on the top, but it's actually 40. I did three diagonals.
Yeah, it's enough. It's fine. I did the math. So yeah, you're hugging the arm of the statue. Wallace is. You hear him humming, going through the various ingredients, setting up a little fire. You hear another attack.
Monsters don't attack this turn. That's next turn you're thinking.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Well, we got some cover, although maybe not Rusty.
Well,
I have cover.
Rusty is interesting. It shoots at you, and it gets a 17. But because you actually took the time
Tried to get cover.
to hug the statue, it misses you by 1 instead of hitting you, because that's what good players do.
Who's laughing now?
Wow.
Where's your god now?
Exactly. Where's your god now?
We don't have time to hug the statue.
Rusty is up.
I continue to hug the statue.
Yeah, I think we kind of all are hugging a statue right now, right? I mean, I'm
Not
next
Mo.
to it.
Not Cheddar.
That's
I
15.
laugh at your superior intellect.
Actually, I am no longer hugging the statue. It was simpler.
Oh
for
my
me.
god, he's out in the open! Serpentine!
Get him!
Shoot 'em.
Serpentine!
Well, the problem is that actually Tuttle was in my way. So
Tuttle! Get out of my way!
I reject that. Tuttle is never in anyone's way.
You guys
I-
are the slowlings.
Tuttle is priced precisely where he's supposed to be at all times.
All times.
ah, nice.
Are you done, Rusty?
Slowlings.
Yeah, I'm done. Sorry, I hit the space bar.
Mo is up.
Wow, Mo's gonna
Oh yeah. All right.
solo
So,
adventure. Mo, be careful.
So this is again a double move. Is it irregular inside? I have dim light vision. So
No. In fact, inside you see corrugated pipes hang down from the ceiling above a broad basin in the center of a 15 by 15 room. The stone walls are slick with moisture and bear carvings of tattooed elves in states of undress as they wash themselves. The domed ceiling depicts hundreds of stars connected to form scores of constellations. You see a large basin in the middle filled with water. The whole room seems to be filled with condensation, and it appears to be smooth stone, obviously ancient and worn. And in addition, you see stairs leading up in the southeast corner.
Southeast corner. Oh, I see him. Okay. Well, I'm gonna finish out my movement. Let's see. It's a double move, so I get 20 more, I think.
Take a drink from the
Yeah,
pool.
you have 40, so you actually... Yeah, you're good. You can
Yeah.
go there.
Okay, so I am done.
He's hiding. You're hiding.
What do you mean I'm hiding? I'm running.
You're hiding
Save
like
the day.
You're hiding to save the day.
Oh, by the way, while I'm running to save the day, I'm going to tell everybody who's on the comm that there's invisible tentacles overhead. Watch out for them.
I will watch out for the invisible tentacle.
Yeah, I don't know how to warn you, but just don't be surprised if you just start taking damage.
Okay, so Mo's just hallucinating. Why are we believing him about this door in the feet?
That might be, yeah, I could be hallucinating.
Did we all decide to start believing the Vesk when he starts raving into our comms?
That's better inside.
This time Tuttle's going to take the double move, and Cheddar will take the single move.
Is there a way you can attach a saddle onto him?
There actually is. There's a
There
feat
is.
to attach the riding saddle.
Oh, that's awesome.
You want a tow rack so he can pull you along like a
like a chariot.
Like a jet ski
Yeah.
or a water ski or
chariot.
something.
That'd be awesome.
Everyone's running up the arm, running away. Run, run, run away.
The cheddar chariot.
So how much movement is that? 5, 10, 15,
60-ish.
30. Okay. I'm done.
Wallace is up. Wallace is cooking away. And he's like, those scones are coming along great.
Wayless, we need to talk later.
Yeah, Rusty asked for him.
Oh, so a shot rings out at Rusty, who's
Yeah.
not taking cover,
No, I'm not. There it is.
and gets hit with the 16.
Wow.
Exactly what it needed to hit you. 7 points of
Wow.
He
damage.
rolls a 5 and
If I had
hits.
been hugging that wall, if only that little rat had not been blocking that
There's no
space.
minuses for moving
I'm
targets.
sorry, if only that respectable PhD had not been blocking that space.
No, this is like he's got a sniper rifle, it looks like.
Exactly.
The fact that it's on irregular terrain may make you guys move serpentine anyway.
All right, I am hugging the wall now.
You hug that wall.
At some point, we get far enough north, he won't even have an angle.
That is absolutely correct. Mo, you're up. You're in this very nice room filled with stars in the ceiling, elves half naked,
All right, well,
all around you, washing themselves.
for a move action, I am going to take out my healing serum, and as a standard action, I'm going to apply it. However, it is applied. So,
Wimp.
D8.
D8.
D8 plus 1 or D8?
Oh, God. D8 minus 3.
I think it's plus.
I think it's
five.
minus 4. Every time you ask me,
D-
I'm going to do another minus.
All right, here it is. It's a 2.
Yay!
Nice. 2 points I don't have to worry about.
Wait, you roll a 1. Oh, what did you roll? 2. Oh, 2.
Out of D8. It's
D8
retarded.
plus 0.
Oh,
D8.
so annoying.
I love it. You have 12 healing serums left. Tuttle's up.
All right. Again, I think I'm going to let Tuttle take the big move this turn and let Cheddar take the little move.
So one thing to note, right? It's the same as in Starfinder as it is in Pathfinder on movement. your second diagonal counts as double, right?
Yes.
Well, not when you're doing difficult terrain. When it's difficult terrain, it's yes, but with difficult terrain, it's just 15 every.
Everything is instead of 5, it's 10.
Yeah, because it's 7.5. So when it's double, it's just 15. So
Because the tool that shows you how much you move doesn't take that into account.
well, never. It doesn't. You have to do a little bit of work. It's kind of old school. I know. Right. So that's 35, 45, 60 right there.
Yep.
That actually did work because it said you did 30 and it's just double and it's 60. There you
I
go.
got more. Hold on.
What's your movement? 40?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. You're done. Wayless is humming along. Doo, 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 doo. No attack this round.
Woohoo!
Something is happening.
I hug the wall. Double move. I am moving 30 feet down the body of the statue, continuing to hug the wall.
Mo, you are up in the chamber.
Take out another healing serum. Take another healing serum.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, 6.
Yeah, don't be influenced by his commentary,
Yeah, I know.
John. He wants you to die.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So I'm back up to full health.
Healing 6. Yay.
Yeah, healing 6. So I guess I was down 8, so I got to it. So that's all right. I'm done.
Good job. Tuttle is up.
Continuing my brisk jog. This time it'll be Tuttle with the single move, Tuttle with the single move, and Cheddar with the double move.
It's like you guys have to play leapfrog to get there.
How are these guys not getting any invisible tentacles? I don't understand.
Because they're on the other side. They came from over
Because
there.
you're hallucinating now.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that.
Hirogi's up.
Okay, so from where I'm here, that little leg part, how high is that? Could I acrobatics or climb over that possibly?
It's fairly high. It's like a good 50. I mean, you can try. It's like
Not worth it.
It's like a good 15 feet up. So it's up to you.
I might have to
Yeah.
try that. What would that be? An acrobatics of some kind? To like jump it maybe?
Yeah, it's got to
No,
take
you have to
multiple
climb it. There's no jumping. It's a statue. You have to climb up the leg and then climb down the other side to get into the entrance.
That's going to be multiple turns of climbing, correct?
Oh yeah, it's gonna probably take 2 to 3 turns.
That's what he needs
Oh,
to.
just curious, how high is it?
As I said, I'm gonna say 15 feet up.
Okay, because Cheddar could actually possibly go over it with his jump jets.
He could.
But then I think he'd be out of line of sight and I couldn't control him anyways.
It's up to you.
That's it.
Wayless is busy cooking his beef stew. A shot rings out at Tuttle Blacktail. Hits 16. Hits for 27, doing 8 points of damage. Rusty Kata.
All right. I'm going to do something very dramatic that nobody's expecting. I'm going to do a double move and I'm going to hug the wall.
Oh my god.
But
Love
this
it.
time, dramatically.
Dramatically.
Rusty Carter of Mars.
You're going to be like looking back and forth. It's like when those crooks in the old fashioned movies when they're escaping from prison and they're just looking back and forth. They're like, huh? And that's what you're doing. You're like hugging the wall and you're back. Mo, you're up. You're in the room. It's nice and airy. It's like a song.
All right,
in
I'm
here.
moving, and I'm warning these guys about these invisible tentacles.
Shit, I can see them.
Yes, we're all very
Oh,
worried
you're
about
moving
them,
further
Mo.
in?
Very, very worried.
Oh yeah, I'm a hero, dude. And I am equipping my pike, and
Okay.
a description would be cool.
You go south up the stairs. The walls of this long gallery depict elves using needles to tattoo one another with constellations, geometric designs, and strange runic patterns. Rows of tall stone benches line either side of the hall. Carved along the ceiling are 12 stylized elven figures, heavily tattooed, adorned in different ways and marked with starbursts on their foreheads.
Shouldn't I be able to see further? Ah, okay.
So these are star-bellied snitches, not regular bellied snitches.
Hmm.
In addition, all the way down the hall, you see more stairs leading up.
Okay. There's no other room description like those 8 divider things.
Those
like
are
what
benches.
benches. Okay. And does this look like a chapel, maybe, or something?
You're going to have to spend a little bit more time.
Okay.
But it definitely looks like something's going on here. There's obviously elves, constellations, runic symbols.
Okay. Some temple.
Probably
Okay.
someone with some knowledge who's out there cooking you guys second lunch is maybe helpful.
All right. We should tell him to get here as soon as possible.
Yeah, but no. Well, so you get shot.
No, he'll be
killed?
shot to death. No.
Yeah, we're not. It's not clear. The area's not clear. Where's your military training?
What's the lighting in this room?
That is an excellent question. Give me a second, please.
Okay.
Believe it or not, there is light in here. It looks like there's light that's being naturally funneled through small holes in the ceiling to provide natural light throughout this chamber.
We will call those light wells for now. And that makes sense because this guy is hanging out here. He would not have a pitch dark room near him. So I should be able to see just fine. Would these benches provide any cover?
Low cover.
A little bit. All right. I'm gonna do a double move again. And I guess that's my double move. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do this for cover for that bench. That'll be my move.
Excellent. Good job. You done? Wait, please.
Hold, please. Row.
As Mo goes into the chamber, hiding behind the farthest benches were 2 creatures that appears to be Lashunta soldiers of some sort. They, if you did any detailed visibility perception check, which you did not, you might have seen them, but you did not. So they pop up, see you, and shoot at you, the bad guy.
He's got cover.
Oh, I know he has cover. He shoots at you with a utility scattergun, aka a shotgun.
Oh.
Hits you with a 23, doing a mere 2 points of damage. Not so bad.
Ow.
The other one, on the other hand, throws a grenade.
Oh, no.
So that last shot was just as good as your healing potion. Great.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have a pike, so I'm going to hit it like a bat and a ball, and I'm going to bounce it right back in his face.
You're going to try to... Are you trying to hit the grenade back at him? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you do that now. Let's see. Attack the ground. They hit the ground. The 19.
Great.
So they easily hit the ground. So give me a reflex save to see if you get hit by the explosion. A
roll a
7 reflex
For a
save.
7. What does
Not
that do?
Do it.
That's a strike is what that is.
Yeah, it's a strike.
Yeah.
You get hit for the
damage.
full damage. So you get hit for 6 points of
Oh,
electricity
Max
damage.
damage?
Oh, electricity grenade? Damn.
It was 1d8. It wasn't max damage. It did 6. So, yeah, you just got hit by a field of electricity. And, yeah, that happened. Tuttle's up.
Hang in there, Mo.
Oh, do we actually know Mo's encountered any problems?
Oh, yeah, I'm describing it as I go.
All right.
I guess I'm just gonna keep running. I mean, I could potentially jump Cheddar. I could jump Cheddar over, but it wouldn't. It's fraught with problems.
That's issues.
Are you going to do the Dukes of Hazzard, like, them boys in trouble now?
Something like that.
You going to jump the bridge?
Well, if it's 15 feet, I'm not sure Cheddar's 30 feet of jump jets would get him all the way over, and that might turn ugly.
He'll just make it. He can pop up pop over and land.
Well, at least have to get him up one more round anyways to get him into position. But okay.
Okay, now this is getting very fascinating as you guys are hitting every encounter. Hirogi's up by the feet.
All right, I'm going to move. I will be careful to look out for the invisible iocane threads that are hanging down.
Iocane powder.
Oh, God, I hate difficult terrain.
Why? Because we're only up to round 17.
Yeah, this is taking a little longer than it might have if we had just gone for the feet. Oh, well.
I guess that's my move.
Well, the good news is it's 3 encounters at once.
Oh, but hold on. Part of my move, I'm moving there, but I'm actually, in my other hand, I'm going to pull out my grenade.
Okay, so you have a grenade in one hand and gun in the other hand?
Yes.
You got
Pull out a frag grenade.
Oh,
Mark
God.
1.
Wayless is up. Wayless is humming along. He's like, the food's coming along great. Another shot ringing out. There will be some cover because the angle is not great. Misses by a mile. Tries to shoot Tuttle. Rolls a 2. Doesn't even come close. Like, ricocheted off
I
the
think it kind of came
hand. It ricocheted off the hand. He got a 13, and plus I gave him cover because the hand was in the line of sight. So he got like a 9. He didn't even come close.
Good.
You, on the other hand, Mr. Hirogi, guess what? The invisible tentacles suddenly start lapping against your body. You get hit by the invisible tentacles. You take 8 points of damage, and you are now entangled in the tentacles.
Wow, hits me with a 7. Really?
For 21. That is correct.
Got to be a way to get better armor class.
Rusty's up.
Okay, I'm going to do something really dramatic this
Plus
time.
14 to hit.
I'm going to do a double movement and hug the wall. Okay, now, that said, I finally reached the end of the feat. Next turn, I will turn a corner and be able to see a door. This is all very exciting.
It is exciting. Remember, now, oh wait, this gets fun. Mo, give me a 1d2 roll. Flip a die. You get a 1.
I roll a 1.
You feel weird. You feel flat-footed. Like something's off being in this chamber. You're up.
I feel flat-footed.
You are flat-footed.
All right. God, I can't cleave. These guys aren't adjacent to one another. You know what? I'm going to do a double move.
You could ask them to stand next to each other. Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you mind standing right there?
Yeah.
They both have guns. Oh, you're running away. Okay, I was like, I thought you were moving towards them. Oh, he's running all the way. You got it. You got it, buddy. Mo runs away. Runs away. Runs away. Are you coming back? Did you decide to be a man and face them? Nope, he's running away again.
In other circumstances, I might give him crap, but he's been taking a beating all by himself.
Now, what I'm doing is coming to hit that invisible thing with the goddamn tentacles because one hit and he's free.
Yes. Help me, Mo. I got hit by your thing you told me to look out for. I couldn't see.
It has nothing to do with bleeding encounters.
Oh, you're getting them all. You're getting every encounter. You guys are. This is going to be a 50-round combat. Okay, bad guys are up.
There's actually a creature from Book 3 that's shipping in just to join the fight.
Yes, they're calling in reinforcements, and the other books are joining. Alien Archive called. They went in. Packworld's is sending somebody. Tuttle's up.
Strangely enough, a couple cowboys from Boot Hill. It's turning into Westworld. It's oh my.
You're bleeding. Yeah, the bleeding in the parks. That would Boot Hill. That's impressive.
Have you played that, Jason?
Way back in the years when dinosaurs walked the earth. Yeah, I mean, we played like
2. Yeah,
I have. I played that and Top Secret, Boot Hill, played Gamma World, all that.
Yeah. Traveler, the original Traveler.
I played the Blue Hill. Just never grabbed my attention.
The original Traveler was brutal. Oh my God, was that hard?
I played the original too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my one game of Boot Hill got completely ridiculous because my one friend Chris refused to buy a cowboy hat. So our GM then made an entire bar pick a fight with him. We like, where's your hat? They like picked a fight with him just because he wasn't wearing a hat, and so it just got kind of stupid.
That sounds great. That sounds totally
Oh,
Western.
it was stupid in a fun way, but yeah. So that just became a running gag for months and even years later. We'd always just ask each other,
Wait, who is this?
Chris Campfire. Yeah, Chris.
Oh
and
my
Dimitri.
God! Next time I see Campfire, I'm gonna
Hey,
Dimitri.
where's your hat?
All right, you're up, Tuttle.
I'm sorry, I lost track of things. Okay, double move for Cheddar, single move for me. Or wait, switch that around because I've just been shot at twice in a row, so I'm going to take the double move.
That's fine. You didn't go yet, so. Yeah, it's like the drones are not that smart. Like they don't do anything on their own. They're basically remote control cars. It's like you have to always be controlling them.
There's a level. Level 20 you get like fully automatic AI. Level 7 you get. I think you can take like you get something at 7, but it's not the full Monty.
So when you're level 20, then finally it can actually like live on its own.
Exactly.
Which will never happen. Hirogi, you are tangled in invisible tendrils. You are you can't move. There's nothing you can do except mental actions. Or you could attack if you want, or you can try to escape with your acrobatics.
Ooh, use the grenade.
Oh, wait, can I make a perception and see what the hell this is?
Yes.
Oh, I will start with that.
23 is pretty good. I'm going to roll to see if you see it or not. You do not see it, unfortunately. There's something there, but again, it's like spider webs. You're just
Where?
like,
From the floating in the air?
yes.
Okay. I guess I'll try acrobatics.
Okay.
You probably don't want to do that, but
17, you are still quite entangled.
I get a plus 12. Is that what kind of action is that?
You took a 5, yeah. You got a plus 12. You still got a 17 from a plus 5.
I know. What kind of action is that?
That's it. You're
Move
done.
action?
No, you
That's
did a
full
move.
round action?
Yeah, well, no, you did a standard you did a move to visibly look, and then a standard to escape. So you're done.
Wait, did Mo actually finally withdraw from the death?
Yeah, he did. The tendrils are continuing to bang
Help
against you.
me.
It does hit you with a 6 for 20. Does 10 points of damage on you. It's almost max.
Wait, help you with what? What are you talking about?
I'm being attacked by a tendril monster.
Oh, that bit. Yeah, I think it was funny when Mo was doing that too.
Rusty's up.
All right, doing a double movement. I am now completely around the corner. I can see the doorway entrance. I can
correct.
see Hirogi. I
That
can
is
see
correct.
Mo.
That
I
is
certainly don't see any of these tentacles that keep
Although
going on
he
about.
does,
So I'm going to pay no attention whatsoever to that. All right, I'm done.
he actually looks like a marionette, like caught up. It looks like he actually is flying in the air. So he is definitely like caught in something.
Well, I don't really understand the rituals of these Lashunta people. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh, I told you the rituals. I told you what was going on. So.
Mo is up. Mo, good news is you do not feel flat-footed anymore.
No, that's a good thing.
That feeling passed.
From here, my pike can reach above Hirogi.
That is correct.
I'm going to take a swing. I'll show him. Here's how you do it.
Okay.
Mo, thank God you're here.
Take a swing. Wow. Damn, 28. You
Boot
do
to the head
17
indeed.
points of damage. You're like cutting through the invisible tendrils, and Hiroji's free.
All right. Good job, Mo.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm done.
I'll go in and take care of our friends inside.
Ooh, the bad guys.
Bad guy.
Tuttle is up.
Oh, I'm in the hit point damage range.
Otto is going to cross the feet, and then
Most of you are in hit point damage range.
with the double move, and then Cheddar is going to do the single move.
Hiroji, You are no longer entangled. What do you do?
All right.
Get into the chopper.
Yeah. I gotta move.
Yeah, stop dancing around, Hirogi. Just move.
Oh, thanks. They're gonna be next, Rusty. Watch. Enjoy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. So now from here, it's just regular
Yes,
terrain,
you
right?
finally have moved. Let me see.
20
19
feet
rounds
left.
later, you're in the statue, and you're finally on normal stone. Again, you see the nice room in front of you. There's a 15 by 15 room. There's a large pool in the middle. You're done. Well, not you're done, but there you go.
Yeah, be careful. There's bogeys in there.
Yeah, I know. All right. So I'm gonna actually do this. I can't see anything yet, but I will keep moving.
You can see. There's light in there.
I can move there. Okay. Do I see?
There's
these?
a hallway. No, because it goes upstairs, and you can see the stairs. It goes upstairs diagonally. What's that, like 15 feet? So you see another large opening into a large room upstairs, but that's it.
Okay. I throw my grenade in there.
You can't. It's way
You've
too many
done a
actions.
double action
You've done
already.
a double move, so you can't do that.
That's a nice
That's not
try,
a double
though.
move. I don't think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is because you had difficult terrain, and that was like 60, right? You've done 60 of movement. 65.
No. Okay. From where I am here, it's 5.
You did 20 feet.
No, you did
outside.
15, 25, and then 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. You've done 55 of movement to get to where you are.
Oh, okay. So where
have to wait
would
a turn.
40 be then?
There.
What's this thing in front of me?
That is a large pool filled with water.
And it
It's
is.
a ritual bathhouse.
Is it filled with water right now?
Yeah, it's completely filled with water.
That's healing water.
It's clean water, too.
Nice. Okay. Well, as a standard action, then I'll ready an action that if anything if one of these enemies comes into a square where I can shoot it, I shoot it.
Excellent.
Don't have a standard action now.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
All I do is move.
Guess what, Mo?
Oh yeah,
Now you get hit by the tendril.
that's what I'm doing.
Oh my
I
god.
Take the damage.
It
oh my
misses
gosh!
you. It missed you. It rolled a 3.
Now here's a philosophical question: do I know that I was attacked?
Yes, because
Okay.
at this point you've kind of gotten the hang of it. You see the invisible tendrils hanging down around you, trying to gain purchase and failing, and you're like, uh-oh, that ain't good.
There aren't no strings on me.
Nice Ultron reference. See, good movie.
It's a
Well,
Pinocchio
I would have
reference.
called it a Pinocchio reference.
I actually already called that reference when Rusty went a turn ago, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Well, yours don't count.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to pass by Mo, who's swatting at invisible flies. That
That's true.
see, and I'm just going to say, yeah, dude, there are no strings. And I'm done with my turn.
Yeah, as far as Rusty and Tuttle know, I am still hallucinating. They did not see Hiroji attack.
Mo is up.
Oh, I know that you're not hallucinating.
I'm going to be taking a swat in the air above me where I was attacked.
Oh, for God's sakes, will you just...
Really?
You know what? You do you. That's fine.
I'm just
We'll take care of
wasting
the-
my
we'll take care of the
actions.
problem.
Here we go. Okay, so as a standard action, I'm going to attack the ground.
You could grenade it. Grenade would work. Like throw a grenade up in the air.
My pike did 28 damage last turn. Dude, there's
Nice.
25 damage.
You're
No,
hitting something.
18 damage.
18 damage. You don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something.
Okay. I'm sorry. 25. A roll of 15 plus 10, 25 hits, 18
Dude, you
damage.
do some
I'll
serious
take it.
damage.
Yeah,
yeah.
seriously.
You do plus
much more
11?
than me. Wow.
Yeah, something.
I'm-
Some
I'm a
invisible
mess.
things were falling down. Now comes the funny
And-
part. You done?
I'm going to take a guarded step this way just to make sure Tuttle and Cheddar can get through, and I am done.
Tuttle will finally reach.
No, bad
Oh,
guy
wait, I'm
goes.
sorry.
Bad guy goes. As Hiroji is hanging out waiting to take an action, down the stairs you hear dink, 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 and rolls a
Grenade!
Grenade! Fire in the hole!
Latrine!
Reflex save.
Well, they got to roll the hit, though.
Latrine! Ding, hit. 14. It manages to hit. Give me a reflex save, Mr. Hirogi. 16. That's excellent. You take 3
No damage.
points of damage. Oh, that's right.
No
You
damage.
have
Evasion. Hello.
evasion. I forgot about that.
Wow.
Guess what?
I didn't. Jump out of the way.
Another grenade comes down. Tink, tink, tink. Down, down, down.
Latrine.
Grenade number 2.
Actually, grenade number 3. That also hits easily. Give me the reflex save. Oh, the 9 will not do it.
I mean, it's like my best stat, my best ability. All right, 1
Oh,
damage.
You
the
took
2.
1
Roll the
point of
2.
damage. 1 point of damage. That's pretty impressive. You dodged out of the way of 1 electricity grenade and then another one, and you only took 1 point of damage because you dove behind the wet,
fountain.
the loud, the large fountain.
Hide behind the water.
Yes, that won't be bad. Electricity and water. That's not bad at all. Tuttle's up.
All right, well, Tuttle finally makes it to the feet with a single move. And I'm going to try to get Cheddar up into the fight, too. There, and I set myself up to be... I realize I set myself up to be tendrilled, but whatever.
Yeah.
So could I, like, stealth up there?
Do whatever you want.
It's low light, so maybe.
It also seems like there's one way in. It'd be
Yeah, they're
kinda hard
looking
to-
straight down the. I mean, you better be very stealthy.
I'm very stealthy, but... I think
Well,
it's
you
just-
can't really because it's like there's a thing called stealthing in not broad daylight, but with it, you need cover concealment to do stealthing.
I have cover concealment now.
Now you do, but to actually do the full, you need. In other words, you couldn't stealth when you were running down the corridor, the kill zone, unless there's like feats that eventually you can get that will allow
Hide
you
in
to-
plain sight.
Yeah, it's like hide in plain sight. Yeah,
I'll
this
get
is
that
gonna let
soon.
you do
Soon
that.
enough if I live.
Like a cockroach along the baseboard.
In fact, this thing with the tendrils might even have that very thing I was just talking about. The hide in plain sight. Maybe. So what are you going to do?
No,
Hirogi?
probably not. All right.
Probably
No.
No,
there's no
Hirogi.
way.
Hirogi's
All right, so I'm going to move, and I'm like, all right, well, you want a taste of your own medicine?
I can see you right there in front of me.
We're waiting.
I move up to there.
Okay. 5, 10,
What do I
15,
see?
You opted to
20.
move before stealthing. Okay.
25,
Well, the stealth's not
30.
going to work.
So you've moved 30. Do you move there?
I do. I mean, do I see them when I get to that
Yes.
point?
You see one guy. You see one person right there. One person to your southwest, hugging the corner with cover, so it has cover.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, hold on a second.
Throw a grenade at your feet.
I know. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
Well, you had a grenade in your hand and gun in the other, so you just did a
Correct.
move action. So you have to either attack.
Well, I'm not.
with-
Oh, hold on.
You already did move action. I'm not.
No,
letting you
but I
can't-
want to move more, though.
Oh yeah, you can.
I want to
oh,
move
yeah.
like there, maybe.
Oh yeah, you can move there.
But I want to look at. I want to look. I have a new ability. I want to look at
That's
it.
a double move, though.
Okay.
No, it's not double move. Why do you keep saying that? I move it. My move is 40.
Move. Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
And now
20,
you're flanked. But hey, you found
25,
all the other.
30,
The stairs are
35.
probably
You're at
uneven
35.
terrain.
But wait, you got to time out a second. I'm looking up an ability, and I want to see how it works before I want to go there.
Okay. Well, you can't do that because now you know where they are.
Okay, you understand what I said? I said I'm thinking of moving there, so I demonstrated by moving my character there so you can see what I'm thinking of doing. Okay.
What are you gonna do? What's your ability?
But you got to hold on a second. There's a new thing I got this level. Yeah, it's called Uncanny Mobility, but
All that
doesn't-
does is prevent you from getting attacks of opportunity.
You know what it does exactly?
Off the top of my head, no. But I know it's okay. Then you tell us. Tell
No,
the viewers.
it doesn't work. That's why the delay. All right, so how much movement do I have left?
You've moved 25 up to that point.
Actually, if these are steep stairs, they're difficult terrain.
I would want to move there. After seeing that guy to the right, I would move my full 40. Is that right?
It's not a bad move.
That would be no, because you're not doing it right. Hold on.
Right there. Why does that say? Yeah, that's 40.
Yeah, that's 25, 35, 40. That is correct. That's 40. That is correct.
And these guys both have. What are they? Do they even have guns now? Because they were throwing grenades. I guess they might have both.
They have
Shotguns.
they have guns, grenades, and they appear to have swords attached to their waists.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take the grenade that's in my hand and drop it right here. Get us all.
Oh my god! Okay,
I'm not sure you should do that.
that doesn't always work, but let's see if because you still have to.
Let's try.
That didn't work. That didn't work before for Tuttle. So you
Being
still got.
not proficient at grenade,
It still
drop it.
counts.
You want to be careful with that.
so I have to roll a hit.
Yes.
I'm going to roll a d20.
14 minus 1, I think.
Well, no, it's 14 plus my dex, I think, or what is it?
No, you have a minus 4. You still have a wait. No, you have a minus 1. No, you have a minus 1 to your grenades.
Right.
So
it's a
you're fine.
13.
A 13. So you hit. You hit
Okay.
that area. So which grenade did you pull out?
Fragmentation, Mark 1. It does
Fragment
1d6,
Mark
right?
1. 1d, I think 8.
Oh, let me check that.
And that is 1d6. I don't recall though.
I wonder if they're flat-footed too.
Frag grenade 1d6. You have a DC of 9, so they're going to do the reflex saves. Okay, one rolls a 4 and fails, and one rolls a 15 and succeeds. You need to roll for your reflex and then roll for damage.
All right, so let me roll my reflex first.
Oh, you got a lot of frag grenades. Now you have 3 left. Wow, you easily get out of your own blast. Now roll the damage.
That's awesome. What a great move.
Well,
Just 2.
wait. Actually, it's D6. We decided it's D6, not D8. Need to re-roll that. Sorry.
It is D6. All right, roll it again.
Oh, there we go.
That's not
Nice, a
fair.
D6. That's
Come
awesome.
on. Come on.
Put it on the board.
I was just trying to play the game honestly there, Steve. That's all I was doing.
I think you rolled d8s on us, though, for it, didn't you?
No, that's electricity. Electricity does
Oh,
not
electricity's more. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have
yeah.
one of those, too.
On the
All right, I'm
reroll,
done.
rolling the 6. Perfect.
Enjoy.
All right.
Oh, so they have like damage mitigation?
Well, 1 made a save.
Yeah, but if you do
Now this gets fun.
Okay, so how much
Rusty.
of that do I know that Hirogi told us about and that I was able to see?
You can't
Saw
see
me
any
run
of
up
it.
there.
You saw him run up there, and you heard an explosion, so you have no idea, unless he tells you. It doesn't matter. You have your own problems because Rusty just got hit by the invisible tentacle monster.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Hooray!
What?
Hooray! Hooray!
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, and Mo does too.
Oh, wait, well, hold on now.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
You're both in the tendrils. Does
Oh.
9 points of damage on each of you, hitting with the 26 and a 29. You are both entangled. Rusty is up.
I'm flabbergasted, honestly. I'm tempted to have to take a few minutes to really sort of rethink my decisions in life. But in the meantime, what I probably will try to do is escape from the tentacles, which I believe means an acrobatics check, correct?
No, or you attack it. You want to attack it.
I have guns in my hands, and if I am snared, I'm thinking I would rather be free. All right, so I'm going to try to escape with an acrobatics check.
The guns free you, you realize, by attacking.
If I shoot it?
Yes.
I'm
You
taking
have
what
to
he
do
says at
damage.
face value in that brief communication. Great. I try to shoot the tentacle monster or the tentacles.
Shoot it. Shoot the glass.
And at that point, then fine. It's I'm trying to decide if I want to do a full round action and attack twice. Yes, I'm doing a full round action. I'm firing at I'm shooting the darkness.
You could try to perceive it first and then shoot it.
No,
not as a full
because
round.
Mo didn't tell me to do that, and I was.
No, you can't do that in a full round action.
Why not? You can use the move action.
You can't.
Well, it doesn't matter. You attack once and roll a 7, and you get a -4 anyhow if you're going to do a full round attack, so you miss.
Yeah.
And then you attack again
Oh, you
Right.
did full round attack? Wow. Dude,
with
come
a
on.
10, and you miss 2, so nothing
Yeah, I
hits.
missed with a 15, so that is the problem. So it doesn't matter. I wouldn't have
I
hit
rolled
it.
a
no matter
10,
what.
though.
I rolled a 7 the first time, which was the first attack. I would have missed it regardless.
Mo is up.
I like your suggestion of doing a full round attack. Well, that's a good idea. Even if you didn't suggest.
I mean,
I'm gonna do
isn't
that.
it like a 50% miss chance because it's invisible or something? Does it have that?
No, I don't think so. No, he hasn't been. I don't think so. I'm going to do a full
don't
round
really
attack.
know the mechanic.
Steve, is that a thing? Like, is it if it's something invisible, is it a 50% mischance like in Pathfinder?
Keep in mind they're invisible that are currently entangling us. We can feel exactly where they are.
It's a little different. What happens is it's not invisible. It's actually not invisible. It is the equivalent of attacking tendrils. It's like attacking a spider web. It's not invisible. It's actually very hard to see, but there is something there. Hence, it's not invisible. And I'm not giving you like the concealment chance. It just has a very high. It has a very high AC. The ones that Mo's been hitting on, he's rolling amazing. I mean, he was not hitting on low numbers. He was hitting on the high 20s. So he was missing in the teens. But
there is a creature that's producing these strands, right?
Yes,
so the
there's
creature,
something up there. It's not invisible.
Did he hit the creature with his pike before?
Yes, he's hitting something. Yeah, he's hitting something, but it's not invisible. It's just
Which is an argument against the full round attacks, actually.
Well,
no, I think it's fine. He can do a full round. You just get a -4. I wouldn't do it, but it's up to you. Mo's up.
Yeah, it's fine, though. It's fine. Yeah,
all right, I'm going to put just for
Mo should do it. I don't think as people who aren't trained in combat should be doing this.
For a D20 Pro question, there is no full round attack option that I see, so I'm just going to put -4 for my attacks.
Yeah, that's what you do. You just put a -4. See, now that is a good hit. Somebody rolls a 16, gets a 22, and does 18 points of damage, and then he rolls a crit.
Oh, are you kidding me?
For 32 points of damage.
I'm going to look over at Rusty just so he sees how it's done. Just so he sees.
So, as you kill this invisible creature, this is what you see. Suddenly, out from the air, way up, like 50 feet above you, you see this large creature that appears to almost be like a floating, I don't know what you would call it. It's almost like a gigantic starfish that has, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giant arms.
Picture?
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll give you a picture. Maybe you guys can do a better job describing it.
It's a fearless, fucked up psycho butcher.
Only after you kill it does it become visible.
So it was invisible.
So
No, it actually wasn't. It has a stealth. Well, when you do your knowledges, you'll know all about it. So I'm going to wait till you do your knowledges.
Yeah,
that is what it looks like.
So they killed it by just fucking with the tendrils then.
Well, if you cut off enough
we
of my
bled it
limbs,
out.
I'll die
I bled
too.
it out.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And I
Don't
see what
worry
you mean.
about them. You got enough of your own problems, Hirogi. As you
half
have,
starfish, half jellyfish, almost.
Yeah.
and it's absolutely gigantic. It's 20 feet wide, so it's enormous.
You guys are so fortunate I came out here to save your ass.
I need help in here. I've got these two guys.
Yeah.
Let me get inside.
I actually have to say, honestly, Mo, thank you for saving my life.
Literally.
You'll have to do that on your turn.
I'm sorry. I'm the sincerity confused me.
Yeah, no one believes in that.
Yes, I actually meant it there.
Hey everybody, Steve here. So here we are, inside the elf and still fighting. Plus, the guys are bleeding encounters. Yay! They actually do this a lot. This is pretty common. I've seen them do this more times than I can count. In fact, when we ran the Emerald Spire, where like you had a whole level and every level was completely unique, they would just run around and like bleed entire levels and just kill everything on the level. And they did that many, many times. I don't know how they survived. They just love to do that. They sort of get into this groove and they decide to just keep on going until everything's dead. They haven't really done it too much in this adventure path so far. There really hasn't been a lot of opportunity to do it. Plus, they're getting hit really hard, and they don't have a healer. I think that's kind of the biggest issue right now. But yeah, it doesn't really surprise me that they bleed this encounter, and it just keeps on going. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. There's going to be a lot more next week. And I don't even know if it ends next week. It might keep on going. I don't even remember. I gotta go edit it and I'll find out. So for this week's PCGM tip, I want to talk about using real-world experience. So, one thing I want to talk about was that monster at the end. It was basically a jellyfish that was 20 feet by 20 feet, and it flew up in the sky. It was about 200 feet up in the air with tendrils that were attacking the guys, just like a jellyfish. Like the tendrils were paralyzing them and sort of entangling them and doing damage to them. And then after it was done with that, it would like come down and eat them. And if you notice, they couldn't really see it. And was it really invisible? And the answer is no. It just had this really amazing stealth, and it had some special abilities which allowed it to hide in plain sight. And so I kind of used that. And I used a real world example in my mind when I was figuring out how do you depict this, because this is kind of something tricky. It's not invisible, it's there, they can see it, kind of. They also never said they looked up. If they said they looked up and looked for the creature rather than just the tendrils, I probably would have given them a better check. But it had like a native 31 stealth, and these guys were rolling like 19, so they had like no chance of actually really seeing it. But an example of something that happened to me is a couple of years ago I was in the Caribbean and I was snorkeling, and I was just swimming around by myself and looking at some of the sea life, and all of a sudden I see a sea turtle that is sort of near me, and this thing is like the size of a small car. I mean, this thing was absolutely enormous, way bigger than I was. And I'm ignoring it, and then it started to get closer to me, and then it got really close to me. And next thing I know, the thing opens its mouth wide and is about to chomp me. And I'm scared out of my mind because this gigantic sea turtle that weighs like 400 pounds is about to eat me. And the next thing I know is that it ate a jellyfish that happened to be right in front of me that I almost ran into. It ate the jellyfish, chomped it down, and then happily swam on its way. And I never forgot that this jellyfish was right next to me the whole time, and I never saw it. And somehow this sea turtle came up and ate it. So that's what I thought of when I thought of this encounter, is that, you know what, you can have this gigantic jellyfish, which was really a sky jellyfish, right in front of you, and unless you're really looking for it and paying attention to what's going on, there's absolutely no way you're going to see it. So that was kind of the experience that I used. Another example is them in the rainforest. I just happened to go on vacation recently, and I was in the rainforest, and I remember how hot and sticky and muggy and nasty it's there. And I've been in the rainforest before, but this was really recent in my mind. And in fact, when I went on vacation and I knew I was running this adventure, I kind of almost mentally kept notes as to what it was like so I can relay that experience to them during the adventure. And, you know, that's how I kind of use these items for when I make rules. Because as a GM, the biggest thing you're doing is sort of determining how the rules should work. So, for example, when they're attacking, the rules are exactly that. Well, if they can't see it, there's a 50% concealment chance, and all these other rules, and I ignored all of them. Because I figured, you know what, this jellyfish thing, it's invisible, but it's there. If it grabs them, they can maybe see the tendrils, and they kind of know where they are, and they know where they're attacking, so I'm not going to give them the 50% miss chance. And that's totally okay. That is like, even though we play rules as written, I do try to interpret the rules and try to make it as realistic as possible using my experience. And as for them saying, oh, we should be able to see this thing, I can also go back to my experience saying, you know what, I had a jellyfish right next to my head for God knows how long, and I never saw it once. And if it wasn't for the sea turtle, I probably would have ran into it, and God knows how much pain or what would have happened to me, because those things are nasty. You do not want to run into a jellyfish. So, again, that's kind of what I mean by using real-world experiences and kind of using that towards your advantage when it comes to the rules. And if you listen to these guys, they do that to me all the time. They will often try to bend the rules, or try to, not necessarily bend the rules, but try to make the rules work in their favor based on real-world examples. And, you know, when you're older and have a lot more real-world examples, it becomes a lot easier for you to use them and to also bend the will of your GM. And you know what? I never say no. Like, more than once, if they put up a good argument and I can't counter it, I'll change my mind and I'll say, you know what? Your interpretation of real life / experience with this system of rules makes sense, so I will change my ruling to adhere to what you think. And you know what? In the end, the PCs will trust you more, and then they'll listen to you more if you're willing to be flexible. And then my last example is someone who didn't do this. Here's an example of a friend of mine where he built this huge world, and he decided that everyone was going to go through this world and have all these great adventures. Unfortunately, he also put a dragon in this world, and we were like level 3 or 4, and we're wandering around the countryside, and we see the dragon. Now I hid, and of course Bob and Chris decided not to hide and sort of ran out in the field. The dragon came down, attacked them, and killed them, and they all died, and the adventure was over. And then my GM was super upset because he's like, oh, I wrote this whole thing and I spent weeks on it and you guys go get yourselves killed. You know what? I don't blame Chris and Bob. I blame the GM. Is that, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Your real world experience is that these guys, if they see a dragon, they're going to go investigate it and get killed. They're not going to run away. So using your real world experience, not just on things, but also the people that you're playing with, is a good indication of how you should run your adventure. And you know what? It did stink. This guy had hundreds of hours thrown away because he thought, oh, I'll scare them off, when that doesn't work with these guys. They don't get scared off easily. And if you notice, they don't. They've been bleeding encounters. They're charging invisible creatures. They're charging snipers. They don't care. So you got to lean into it. You got to learn how to use your experience both as a GM and a player and your friends to the best of your ability so that you can give them a really good experience. So a few show notes this week. Don't forget to check out the No Direction podcast, number 179. I am on that podcast when I talk about PaizoCon with the guys for over 2 hours. Talk about, my TPK. I had 2 TPKs at PaizoCon, and you can find out all about them. You can find out about Jason Keeley jumping on the tables and slaying a white dragon with a sling, people getting drunk. It was crazy. So listen to that if you want to know more about PaizoCon. It's over 2 hours long. Also, don't forget we have a new podcast every Tuesday. We're also in the middle of recording our new Starfinder Society podcast. We're doing 1-4, Cries from the Drift. And we actually have 2 new players on the podcast this time. 2 people we've never spoken to before, at least on the show. I've spoken before in real life. And they are bringing a nice breath of fresh air. In fact, they never played Starfinder before. So this is their first experience with Starfinder, and you will get to hear what they do, and boy, they shake things up big time. Also, don't forget, please subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and Android. Do review us on iTunes. I'm very happy. We saw a couple of new reviews this week. Thank you very much. Please go out and review it. We have maybe like less than 5% of the people who actually reviewed the show, listened to it. So if I know they're out there, so you guys, if you're out there, just go to iTunes and give us a quick review. It helps a lot. Also, make sure you check out Jason's Talking Combat column every Thursday, where he goes over each episode in detail. Don't forget to check out our Discord channel, where you can play Starfinder and check out images from every episode. In addition, you can get a free t-shirt when you reach level 10, and I'm going to do a new thing because we have so many play-by-post games there, and we always need GMs. If you want to GM a play-by-post games, we have people waiting to play, and if you do, I will give you a free Roll for Combat t-shirt. We have like dozens of t-shirts on the site now. You can choose any one you want and get it for free. So do join the Discord, just discord.rollforcombat.com, and check it all out. Also, don't forget, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can find the address on rollforcombat.com. You can check out our Reddit channel. Also, check out the Patreon, where we got cool prizes, and we release some of our episodes early there. If you really want to listen to them, all you need to do is join, and you can listen to these episodes a little bit early. And finally, don't forget that No Direction is releasing all the talks from PaizoCon 2018. They release 2 every day. There's going to be 50 talks total, and they are really great. This is my favorite thing about No Direction, is they release all the talks from PaizoCon, and then they also release all the talks from Gen Con. So even if you can't make it, I strongly recommend you listen to these. They have them for every year. If you haven't listened to them before, even the ones from the past years are great. You'll learn a lot about Starfinder and Pathfinder in general. But with that, I will talk to you guys next week. See ya.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember Hirogi's motto, hey, do you smell something burning? Oh, wait, It's just me.